English words. Course. Course, consisting of large particles, not fine. Fine means very soft. Coarse sand, salt, etc. We are using in the plastering of building. Then we use fine sand. When we are using for concrete, etc., we will use coarse sand. That will be rough. Rough or loose in texture. Bags made from coarse linen. That means this is the rough one. A coarse complexion, skin. The second one is food or wine of low quality, inferior. We can't say. Inferior means very low quality. The third one is not refined. Refined means, and we know refined oil, that is purified oil. Now, but in coarse means not refined, vulgar, coarse manners, tasters, laughers, taste, etc. Indecent, fourth, indecent or absence, coarse jokes, humors, language. So, coarse basically it is known as, when we use the word coarse, it shows a rough or very low quality, like things we can utilize in the English. Coalition, acting of uniting into a one body or group. Coalition, temporary alliance between political parties in order to form a government. You know very well, coalition government is formed in any state or in any level. That means different parties are joining hand to form a government. It is called coalition. Coca-Cola, informally it is known as Coke. Popular non-alcoholic carbonated drink. It is called carbonated drink. Okay, next. Disturbance. Disturbance. We have to know this meaning. Disturbing or being disturbed. Person or thing that disturbs. The teacher told him to leave as he was a disturbance to other students. Here, one student is making unwanted noise. So, the teacher asked that boy to go away so that other students can study well. That is called disturbance. Instance of social unrest. Social unrest means there is a very major fight within the people or that area. Riot, violent disturbances. Inner city areas. Mental illness, also called as disturbance. Sometimes when a person is highly worried, we are telling he is in disturbed mood. We are telling. Suffer an emotional disturbance. That also we are. Then district. Part of a country or town having a particular quality. Mountainous, agricultural, outlying, poor, gloomy districts. The Lake District, area of country or town treated as an administrative unit. We can say for administration, we are separating, we are making many districts for excellent administration. Postal district, rural and urban districts, units of local government, district council. So we can use that word in the way. The next one is distinguish. Distinguish means A from B. Recognize the difference between people or things. When we are recognizing the difference between two things is called distinguish. People who cannot distinguish between colors are said to be color blind. When a person unable to see the color different of colors, he is called as color blind. The twins are so alike that no one can distinguish from one from the other. The twins are more or less similar and we are unable to find who is one person, the other person. Show the difference between one person or other thing and another. The male is distinguished from the female by its red beak. Manage to see, hear, distinguish distant objects, a shape in a mist, a whispered conversation. Oneself deserved to be noticed by doing the very well. She distinguished herself by her coolness and bravery. Distinguished herself by coolness and bravery. We are telling Mr. Dhoni as cool captain. Why we distinguish him like that? Even though in crisis, he will keep cool and take a proper decision. So we are distinguishing a person in that way. Guitar, six-stringed musical instrument plucked with the fingers or a plectrum. Strum, a guitar, a classical, an electric, a Spanish guitar. Next, guest. Person invited to visit one's house or being entertained at one's expense. Guest means one person is invited to our house. The person who was invited will be treated well. The expenses will be taken care of the person who called. The person invited to visit one's house or being entertained at one's expense. We are expecting guests this weekend. We are expecting guests this weekend. He invited her to be his guest for the evening at the theatre. An uninvited guest. An uninvited guest means sometimes we may not ask somebody to come, but they will come voluntarily. It is called uninvited guest. The guest of honor, the most important guest at the banquet. The guest, very important guest. He is the chief guest, we are telling. Person staying at a hotel, boarding house, etc. This hotel has accommodation of 500 guests. Many people came and staying there. So, we are saying when the person who is staying in the hotel or accommodation also called guest. A paying guest, that one living in private house but paying as if in a hotel. He is living in a house but he is paying. That is called paying guest. Then person specially invited to visit a place participate in conference, also called guest. The scientists are visiting this country as guests of the government. A great speaker. Please do. May I see the newspaper? Be my guest. So we see many words for guest. Guess, what is that? Give an answer from a opinion or make a statement about, without calculating or measuring, without definite knowledge, we are telling something. By guess means tentatively we are selling something. You don't know, you are just guessing. We are applying that word. You don't know, you are just guessing. Guess at an answer. Guess right or wrong. Can you guess her age? Guess how old she is? I would guess that she is about 30. Guess her to be about 30. We are telling. She guessed the answer straight away. I know by her smile that she had guessed what I was thinking. When someone is smiling, we think he guessed about our thoughts. You will never guess how they got in. I guess you are feeling tired after your journey. Will you be there? I guess so. I am thinking so. I guess so. Guessing. Keep uncertain about one's plans. That also called guess. Opinion formed by guessing. If I might hazard a guess, I would say she was about 30. My guess is that it will rain soon. He is guessing that rain may come. What will happen is anybody's guess. Guess making a guess. How old is she? At a guess about 30. An educated guess. So we are telling such a new words. Please practice it. Thank you, Ramesh.